All right, welcome everyone. Super happy to be with you today. Today is our demo day, and we super pumped to have some members demoing their games, and one gaming platform will be with us as well. But we're gonna have two other members joining the conversation in a few minutes. I'm pretty sure of. But just to kickstart this demo day, as a reminder, the fun part of the demo day is obviously you will be able to see the game being demoing on live. But at the end of each one of the demo, we're gonna have the three demos we're gonna have today. You will be asked a questions based on the projects we have today. So keep in mind that, because you might be able to win a prize as well, based on the question each one of our speakers will be asking. So yeah, without any further ado, Oliver, super happy to have you with us. Big super intro, because we have the Cloudborne ecosystem just with us at the same time. So the stage is yours. Super excited to see the game.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. So my name is Oliver. I'm the studio creative director of Antler Interactive, and we're developing a Web3 game that we call Cloudborne. And Cloudborne is a turn-based RPG game where you collect creatures and units, or you craft them. And I'm gonna today demo the first time we actually publicly playtest the game on our social medias. We've been testing the game on different game events, but this is the first time we're showing it here. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna talk through the demo itself. So I'm gonna speak and talk about the game mechanics and how they work. So let's get started. So this is your main character that we call a Meridian. And this is the one that you can customize, and that the player you play with as well. So we're starting on a ship. This is your ship that you can customize with different sails and the rooms and the layout. But you start with this ship. This is the starter ship. And you have different characters on your crew. So this is your crew. So you go through a small tutorial where you learn about the mission and everything around you and your purpose in this world. So let's start by talking to Oleron.
Congratulations on your graduation, Meridian. This compass is now yours, as is this ship. You command it, but as a tutor from the Prime Council, I'll be here as your mentor for now. As you already know, your assignment as a Meridian is to protect the land and its people from those hideous creatures we call the Corrupted. In this life of combat, your compass will be your beacon in the darkness, and the golems your most steadfast allies. Now let's proceed to the training zone, shall we? I'll show you how to assign your golems to best the Corrupted. This exercise may be small compared to actual combat. Now go and interact with our training golem.
So we'll begin our training, and this is the first time you actually will see the combat in the game. So we're gonna talk to this golem. This is the creatures that you use to fight, and they have different abilities and different classes. So a side note about this is that everything in regards to the logic, like the damage, the stats, and everything here is on chain. So there's no server logic here. It's actually only on chain, all the calculations and such. So this is my two units I have now. So this is the Marauder. It's the kind of the damage dealer, the berserk, so to speak. And we can see the stats of this card as well if you right click on it, and the abilities they have. So let's drag it on the board. And the healer, the healer henchman that we call the nanite, that is the healer unit. And we press start to start the battle. So first, before we start the turn, we have to select which abilities we want to cast. So I'm going to use the basic abilities and a basic magical ability. And my Meridian is also part of the team, like my character, and they have ability as well. So obviously this combat is very easy, but it's just to learn about the basics of the game. So I'm gonna speed this up because I want to get through the game. So I have the heal ability and I have a smash ability I can use. And you see that we have 2 lanes, and that means that you have to defeat, if you have a tank on the front lane, you need to defeat the tank first before you can attack something in the back. I'm gonna choose this one instead. Just bombard this unit. There we go. We're victory.
Yeah.
So let's continue here. So this is also a very, I'm very excited about this part, is that we have AI characters on board. And this is Zero, and he knows everything about this world. And I can ask him actually specifically anything about, what's my mission. So let's ask him something. Let's see here. First, it tells me what to do, but I can ask him that, okay, what is my mission? Let's see what it says. All right, so it says we need to close the rift on Vendalore. Perhaps also ask, can I become someone like you? Let's see. All right, he's short-worded today, but we have another one we're going to talk to a bit later as well. So let's go to the navigation table. Here we have the different islands that you have to visit. So the game is a RPG exploration game as well, including the combat that we have. So these are the different regions with different themes that you will travel with your ship through. So let's choose the first the first adventure, which is on the Vendalore Island. So we're departing with our ship. So I'm gonna speed run this a bit, but this is the island, and we have the rift that we have to close in the sky. It's like a huge rift where all the corrupted enemies comes from. So I'm gonna run with my character all the way to Gia, who tells us a bit more about what we're gonna do here, what's our purpose. So she tells me that we should close the 3 rifts on this island because the corrupted are basically taking over. So let's do another battle, but this time we have a bit more units to play with. So I'm gonna start by dragging out my mage and the healer, the tank, and marauder. Oh, right. I only have 4 slots. Forgot about that. So let's choose this one, and I'm gonna choose let's choose Fate of Swords, magical, and a basic. I'm gonna speed this up again because see. So I'm speed running this a bit, but I mean, of course, now in the beginning, it's much easier. It's just for you to get into the actual game, but the difficulty will increase gradually. So you see also that you have some status effect that if you're used to card games, you have status effects that has a duration over a certain period of turns. This also, when it comes to the abilities, they also have cooldowns for each turn. So some abilities can be cast 3 times, then you have to wait a few minutes or a few turns before you can cast it again. So let's focus on this bad boy. There we go, victory. So the last part of this demo, I want to show you something that we're incredibly proud of, which is the Vendalore. He's the face of this island. And Risa here will tell me a bit about this big face. So we're gonna try and talk to him. The thing is that these swords are blocking our path. We cannot move past these, basically, to close the rift behind this. So what we'll do, we'll go to Vandalore, and we'll talk to him. We'll ask him and see if we can pursue him to actually move the sword. So this is a gameplay moment where we incorporate AI with gameplay, not just for just dialogues, but basically involving AI with gameplay. So he's a bit grumpy. He likes to make bad jokes as well, but I can ask him, how are you? Let's see what he says. Let's see, he seems to might have some issues with him. Let's see.
So yeah, it means you're not using AI just for a concession or anything.
Exactly.
But, that's.
You see here that he says, but it's all rock and roll. He's very like these kind of hints of jokes. But let's get to the point and actually ask him, can you move the swords? Let's see if he actually wants to do this. So,
okay.
I successfully made him move the swords. I convinced him. There we go. So that was a few parts of the demo. We have the combat, we have the island exploration. I mean, there's much more to this island that you can do. And on the ship, you can craft new golems, you can upgrade them, you can upgrade your ship, and you will travel across distant islands and become stronger, better. And yeah, that's where we are right now.
That's super exciting. So you said at the beginning that AI, we got the part of using AI, how AI is super interesting to be used within the game. But also you mentioned the fact that on-chain activities based on the turn-based mechanic. Could you highlight that a little bit? Why it makes sense according to you?
So for us, an important part of this game is that it should be able to be expanded on. We want to incorporate PvP as optional in the game, and for something that has value in it, like the characters, the golems, the items you get, all of them are real world assets that actually have a purpose and value. And for them to have this value, it needs to be secure, it needs to be safe, and it should be equal for everyone. So with blockchain, we have the transparency. So with the combat, if we have some form of PvP or even PvE, we can actually see how the strategy people have. And it also opens up an option for you to build on this, to build websites next to this where you can look into player stats, teams, statistics, and everybody can build on that. So it's very open, transparent, and fair, which we think the combat, it really makes it more valuable if the combat is also on chain as the assets are that you get from defeating. And with AI, also an important part is that the character you have here, we have something called knowledge bricks, which is something that gets attached to your character's metadata. So when you are out here on the island talking to Vendalore, talking to characters, you build knowledge. Basically, you add on to your experiences that you have. If you've said something to a character, if they don't like you, it adds to your character. And when you sell it or you buy a character, it has that knowledge with it, basically.
And knowledge, but also personality you build within the game? Oh, awesome.
Exactly. So if someone buys a character from someone else and you go to talk to Vendalore, he might know that he has talked to you before, and perhaps you said something bad to him. So you will have a much more difficult time getting past this obstacle. So it creates more interest and becomes more dynamic and more unexpected, which we think is very fun.
It is super fun. Thanks a lot, Oliver. I love that. As I said before our call, I didn't get the chance to play myself or see the games being played because I know that you get the opportunity during conferences to actually let everyone play the game. But I think it's a wonderful cool game. And yeah, the both the AI and the blockchain, why it matters, and how we could actually enhance your experience as a player. I think it's so powerful. So
Yeah.
yeah, thanks.
Thank
I
you so
know
much. Yeah.
yeah, it's beautiful. It's also very beautiful. So congrats to the team for that.
Appreciate
And I
that.
know it's not easy to have only 10-15 minutes to present that. So we'd love
Yep.
to have you for any new mechanics, new stories you would like to present for the next weeks and month. We'd be happy to have you in our
Absolutely.
next demo day. So
Absolutely.
thanks again for the priority, because that's the first time you actually show that. So
Yeah, exactly. I was super excited to show this, and I think I got past the things that we felt was very important to show to everyone here.
yeah, perfect. Okay, so we are in the demo day, so you may know that at the end of each one of the demo, you should ask a question. So could you ask the question to everyone?
Yeah. So earlier we had a few different kinds of units that you could play, or your golems basically, and all of them have different classes. So what is the healer henchman called in the game? So the unit that heals your other units. What was the name of that class?
Yeah, if you followed closely what Oliver said before, you should be able to say that and to name these healer henchmen. Obviously, I'm gonna let a little bit of time for everyone to give an answer, and you may win a prize based on the project we have here. So Cloudborne. So thanks again, Oliver. Super cool to
Thank
see
you.
you again, and always super happy to have you with us. So thanks.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna hide the question, but also welcoming our two other speakers, Samuel and Kuhn. Super happy to have you with us. I would say, based on the thing we have, the agenda we have today, I would like to welcome Kuhn at first, and have you on stage, Kuhn, if you're ready to present your game. You weren't with us just before the call, so it's actually very easy. If you want to show your screen, you have a present button just below in the middle, so you can share your screen, and would love to learn more. Okay, you got it. You perfectly skilled in the StreamYard settings, so here you go. Okay, perfect. Just for you to go, cool. Super happy to have you with us today.
Thank you for having me. And hi, everyone. My name is Kuhn. I'm the founder and CEO of Forge.gg. And I just like to say Cloudborne looks amazing. I can't wait to play it. And I think every game developer should be spending all of their time and resource building games, and not trying to figure out how to build engagement campaigns. Now, I know a lot of times as you're developing your game, you also have to think about, well, how much time do I have to spend to build tracking so users can be rewarded for gamifying social engagements or community interactions. And Forge is the solution. We enable game developers to focus 100% of their time on building their games, and they no longer have to worry about gamification and social engagement, community engagement, and all those things. We take care of all of that for you. So Forge is the first community growth platform for games, where we help games grow their players and drive player acquisition and player engagement. We do all the hard work to integrate with everything you can think of, including social, like Twitter, like Discord, gaming accounts like Steam, Xbox, Riot Games, all major gaming protocols like Polygon, Sui, Ronin, Avalanche, Base, anything ERC28 compatible, Solana. And using these primitives, you can build engagement and reward your players, all without doing any coding, and all of this is for free. So let me back up and tell you a little bit more about myself and the team. We are a team of serial entrepreneurs, and we previously, in our previous lives, founded platforms such as Crunchyroll, which is the anime streaming platform. And my co-founders, George, founded a big data company, and my other co-founder, Dennis, founded Xfire and was the first pro gamer. We're venture backed, and our investors include Animoca, Bitcraft, Makers, Hashkey, Sony, Riot, and others. We launched Forge at the end of last year, and because we thought that rewards is the new way to engage players and create incentive for players to engage with new games. And players can do this by engaging with games and their communities and be rewarded with virtual items and virtual currency. We've worked since launch from last year with a number of high-profile Web3 games to help them successfully launch. Most recently, we've driven a few 100,000 users to Exterio for their launch campaign. And we think we figured out the secret sauce when it comes to driving user player acquisition and player engagement. To date, our platform has been in closed beta, which means it's been invite only. And over the last 6 months, we've built really powerful tools and customization that has helped empower games to be able to engage hundreds and thousands of players. And we call this the loyalty program. And we think every game should have a loyalty program. And we think this is going to be the new meta. So in about a week, we're going to be opening up our platform so any game can enjoy all of these powerful tools and benefits, and they can do it for free. And as joining our platform, they can tap into our audience of 1 million plus players to get user acquisition and user engagement. Now, what kind of tools do we support? Well, we basically can support any kind of tracking when it comes to social, when it comes to game tracking, when it comes to Wallet Connect, and when it comes to API tracking. So social tracking means when a player engages on social platforms like Twitter, we have API solutions that can track Twitter engagement. And when a player engages inside of your Discord, we can track community engagement within Discord via our bot. Game tracking means that we have access to the player's game data. If they're playing games on Steam, on Xbox, on other gaming platforms, we have that data. We can share analytics so that you have better understanding of what kind of player is engaging in your game. We have Wallet Connect, so we can track what the player is doing with their wallet, as well as pass along that information so the player can get access to rewards via the wallets that they connect. And finally, we enable in-game API tracking. So if you have events inside of your game that you want to trigger to reward players with loyalty, you can call our API to track, for example, completion of a certain level, killing X number of bosses, things like that. Our platform allows any game to create a loyalty program essentially out of the box. A game can very easily claim their game page. Think of it like a link tree for your game, except everything is gamified. You connect all of your socials so we can link out to them. And you can then create actions that you want to create incentivization around. So in this example, you can have a player retweet a post, comment on your socials, referring a friend, follow your social accounts, visit your game page, and they can receive loyalty points that accrue to their total loyalty points as they continue to engage with your game and your ecosystem. This loyalty program can work across every phase of your game, from pre-launch, when you're trying to build hype and you're trying to build awareness, to your launch when you're trying to build virality, and to your post-launch of your game when you're trying to build in-game engagement. And in addition, we support many powerful modules that we've built in, including social multipliers. So for example, if your player has a large social following, we can enable multipliers on their loyalty points that they earn. Also, we support NFT multiplier. So if they're holding an NFT or multiple NFTs, they can receive multipliers for holding those NFTs. And we support friend referral programs, so you can earn a multiplier for referring friends. Additionally, we have leaderboards as well as content submission, which is a new way for you to incentivize players to create quality content for your game as they're trying to drive and help you drive marketing and brand engagement. And all of this is powered by our admin dashboard. So any game can claim a page and start creating these actions. They can then go in and customize how many points they want to assign to each of these actions. And they can then pin tweets, for example, so that on their page, those tweets are highlighted for the player to engage in. But we also track any social interaction across any of your socials. We enable analytics so you can see what players are doing inside of your game. And our admin dashboard allows you to invite your entire team so you can have multiple individuals helping to moderate or manually to edit your campaign on the fly. So all of these changes can be taken care of without any engineering work. So that's Forge in a nutshell. This is all already live, but we are currently onboarding more games, and we hope to onboard as many games as possible. And our public launch for every game to be able to onboard is in about 1 to 2 weeks. And that's what we have to showcase. We're really excited about what we're launching. We think that it's going to help every game acquire and engage their players and free up developer time to focus purely on building the games while we help them build their loyalty program and their engagement campaigns. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Kun. And let me go back to the other screen. Thanks for the presentation. How could the BGA members developing games could reach out to you? Is there any way for us for them to be in contact with you if they want to set up an engagement campaign and player acquisition as well using the platform?
They can contact me at my email, kun@forge.gg, or on my Telegram at KUNDAO, Kundao.
Okay, got it. Perfect. Thanks a lot. Super interesting to see the platform and easy to use back office as well for every game companies to see the benefits and the analytics based on the campaign. So super interesting. Thanks a lot for the presentation, Kun. As we used to do in the BGA for every demo day, you know that with Oliver, that the thing we just did before with the Oliver presentation, you ask every speaker a question to the audience for something to win. So what would be your question?
My question is, how much does it cost to get started on the Forge platform?
You got it. Perfect. Perfect. So we give you some times, and I see a lot of you actually online. You are on X, and I know it's not easy for you to actually respond, but you can either respond on Twitter, on X, because I'm following as well on X if I see any answers. But you can also go to on YouTube or on Twitch as well, so it's going to be easier for you to respond and have a chance to win. Because I think, Oliver, coming back to you, we obviously have a winner, and if the answer Meridians is the good answer, I guess we do have a winner. Well, what do you think?
So that is not entirely correct. I mean, we have it's close because Meridians is actually the character you play, but it's basically the question was, who is the healer? What is the healer called in the game? But it's the closest one so far. So if no one else has the correct answer, that person that is closest will win, of course. Someone
Perfect.
has to win.
Yeah, either, or maybe you can go a little bit deeper, Vax, because you're the one who actually said that if you try to find the name of the healer, and based on that, we'll see if we can give you the gift from the Cloudborne team. But if not, we're gonna wait a little bit more to see if we see any other answers. But we do have already an answer for you, Kun, and I guess that's the winner as well. Skill Gaming say it's free. I guess that's the good answer. Or what would it be? Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes, that's correct.
And we also have the right answer from Skill Gaming in my question as well. So.
Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is, because Vax was actually the fastest one, although he wasn't the best one. What I will do is I'm gonna negotiate something. We can have the two prices, but that will be my only skill to negotiate. So don't blame Oliver on that. It's gonna be just on me. And see if we can have another one for Skill Gaming. So perfect. And Vax actually asked the question: beta in 2025.
So we have not announced any public dates yet. I talked to you, Flav, about this and said that our most important part is that we focus on making the game fun and playable, and that's our focus right now.
Although, if you know the BGA a little bit, if you are in the industry, gaming and blockchain, you may know that you may see the Cloudborne game being playable at the BGA booth. First, because we love the game. Second, because we love the team. So yeah, that might be something you could see in the following weeks, month, during big conferences in gaming and blockchain. And yeah, perfect. Thanks a lot. What I will do, Skill Gaming is actually used to that, but for you, Vax, I'm gonna share a link for you, Vax, to claim your prize just when we're gonna have Samuel presenting the game as well. So I'm gonna share that on the chat, and you will need just the two of you, Skill Gaming for the Forge reward and Vax for the Cloudborne reward, to just fill out the form. But yeah, without any further ado, Samuel, super happy to have you again, but for this time to show the game for the demo day. So yeah, the stage is yours.
Hi everybody, nice to be with you again, and congratulations to Koen and Oliver. Your project looks amazing. It's incredible the distance blockchain gaming did in 2 years. Cloudborne looks like a AAA Web2 game, and I'm really excited to see that we are going so much better in quality every year, and I am sure it will help a lot the space to grow. And so to present myself really quickly, I'm Samuel, CEO of Shockwaves and lead artist of the project. And it's why I can say again that Cloudborne looks seems to have a really amazing work done on it. And so to present quickly what is Shockwaves, it's a musical FPS. So the game is really non-violent while reposing on mechanics from a shooter game in general, which are really competitive. And it's exactly what we want to do. We want to make a Web3 competitive game, because for us, there is so many links between esport and blockchain gaming. You know, esport was the gate for professionalization of player and earning for players, but it was just the top 1% who was winning some prizes. And the big difference that we can have now with blockchain is that we can give prizes and rewards to everyone. So it's like a really big democratization of esport tools, and it's why I think it's amazing, because who don't like democratization in general? So I'm going to give you a little demo of Shockwaves. Maybe I can start to share my screen.
Okay, as soon as I can see it, yeah, I'm saying something, and you are good to go.
So welcome in Shockwaves, the musical FPS. I'm just on one screen, so if my head go out of the camera, don't hesitate to tell him, because I don't see myself. So the game is launched on Elixir, and it's already playable. We have the biggest part of the tokenomics, which is already implemented in it. You can have your NFT assets directly in the game. Your characters NFTs, you can already use them into the game. So we are in what we call a soft launch, which is a moment where the game is fully playable, but only on platforms that are really dedicated to Web3, like Elixir, Elixir launcher, because we know that we still need to progress to launch the game on Web2 platform like Elixir. So the game is fully available. We can't say that it's a beta, but there is a lot of progression still going. So one big specificity of Shockwaves is the tournament. We give each week in the tournaments a different token to make partnership and to mix the community. For example, the next tournament will be around Turbo. the high meme coin, and people that will have the better place on the leaderboard will receive a different token. We do that because we want to attract people who are new in Web3, who want to diversify their portfolio while playing, but they don't necessarily have the knowledge to know which token they have to buy. You know that the space can be a little bit tricky. So we really thought Shockwaves to be like the best game to play if you want to start in crypto, diversify your portfolio, but without taking any risk and while having fun. So maybe before going deeper in the tokenomics, I will show you a little bit more what is the game about. So we have a mix of really classic FPS mechanics braced with a musical experience. So what you are seeing here, the light, everything that is moving is interacting with music. We are using Splitter, which is a Deezer AI to take the different part of the music and analyzing it in a more intelligent way than just looking the note and the song, which is an AI we contribute to create with them with a partnership some years ago. It's possible that we are the only one at the end to use this, but for us it's just cool. So as you can see, it's really different from the classical FPS in the setup. We really make it as a visual and emotional experience, because we don't want to be just the copy of an actual Web2 game, but with blockchain. You see, we don't want to say we are Call of Duty, but with crypto, we are Battlefield, but with crypto, because we are sure that one day all this game will be Web3 too, and we have to invent our own type of game. So the gameplay is really classical for the basic part, because what you have two teams on each side of the map, and all the two teams have to take the control of the central zone, and the one who keep it the longer just one. So the idea was to use most of the classical mechanics of competitive Web2 esport games. So the people who play it are not lost. We want the link to be as easy as possible for classical Web2 players. And it's really funny because at the beginning of the project, we had mostly investors who was playing it, and investors are not always the biggest players, and the more the community grow, the less the investor takes the head of the leaderboard. But it's funny because they create a market to buy the weapons that are minted through the game. Just some last little word around the content, because it's something we are really proud of. We are a small team, and we like to do big things. So we develop the maps with procedural tools. So every time you will connect to the game, you will have a different maps. The building will be moved in a different way. So the game is never the same, and as you have to play with the music, you always have different setup depending on what song is playing, which create millions, billions of hours of non-repetitive content for the players. So one last thing about the gameplay itself. You can see that there is other player with me. So these players can be humans, but they can be AIs too. But each AI it's a big difference with a classical game. Are NFTs owned by someone. So when a bot kill you, well, it's in reality another player who gets the reward. It's like a proxy war. So you are never alone in Shockwaves, and even when you are with bots, you have someone in front of you, someone who owns is a AI agent, and someone who will really soon equip it, because we have a really huge update for this NFT, which is coming, and I can't wait to speak to you about it, because it will be a premiere from what we know about Web3 gaming and the NFT world. Just to give you a little hint, we're gonna soon create wallets, and each NFTs of the AI agent will have his own wallet. So if you want to give him a weapon for him to play with, you will just have to send the NFT to him, and he will be able to use it. You will have interest in giving them tokens, because the more tokens they will have, the more performant they will be. And for our knowledge, it will be the first NFTs with their own wallet, and we are really excited of the economical implication for the game and for the world space it could have. So let's go a little bit deeper into the tokenomics. Actually, because I really want to show it to you, because we are really proud to have something coherent and working at this point. So while playing, the player receive loot boxes and Xnoros. And with this Xnoros, he can open the loot boxes. So let's open one here. When you open loot boxes, you have different rewards. Some of them can be just more Xnoros, but you can have weapons too. So okay, actually, I just received Xnoros. I would like to win a weapons in front of you to show. There is probably a weapon here. Oh, okay. Wow, I'm super lucky. Okay, so okay, I just won. Oh, yeah, okay, it's just freeze some second. Okay, I just won a common Hades and a Gladius and more Xnoros, and now they are in my inventory. I can destroy it if I don't like it, to have another chance to win something else. Okay, at this point, I'm not really lucky. Okay, I just won one Xnoros. It's pretty ridiculous. But I can, if I want, I can tokenize the item to have them as NFT, sell them to other player, or give them to an AI agent. Of course, one of my AI agent, for them to be better and give me more more rewards. So to get more Xnoros, if you have, imagine too many loot boxes and not enough Xnoros to open them. Well, it's where there is the main utility of the token. You can use the Noros directly and transform it into Xnoros to have to open more loot boxes. Something else, if I have just some minute, but I would like to show you. So there is something we are really proud of, is our collection of AI agent. They are really unique, because they are more than just NFT that you can play into the game. They have their own game, and inside OpenSea. For example, I have this. So this is a Georgian gamer. They all have their own their name, their nickname. Well, as you can see, I have a little game directly into OpenSea, which is a multiplayer game where you can play with your agent and enjoy it, even if you don't go into the full game. And we really often organize a little contest in this space for players to have and investor to have some challenge and enjoy their NFT, even if they don't have high-end PC and can't connect to the game. So, which is an NFT that will soon have a wallet. And as gamer and technological enthusiast, we are really happy to make them the most complete NFTs and to continue to push the limits of what is possible with this technology, because it can go so much far than just ownership of assets. It's really a new kind of digital object, and I think there is so many things that we still can explore in this technology. And there will be an update of them in August, where we're gonna have an online multiplayer surf game. We want to organize an event for the JO to link esport and Olympic Games, and make an event with tournaments and space. And if any of you want to participate, we will be really happy to have you with us.
We're gonna share that on our side as well. But yeah, I remember you said that you showed that as well for our new members presentation. But I didn't get the fact that you actually can organize a tournament based on what's happening on OpenSea. Like they are playing and they are scoring. They have a specific score, and that's something you know. Like from OpenSea, you can actually have a leaderboard on your site and have a winner about it. That's what that's crazy.
Absolutely. We have other NFT with leaderboard directly in them too. In reality, it's really easy to find back the owner. Okay, I think okay. It's really easy to find the owner of an NFT in OpenSea to know who won the tournament, because it's just the owner of the NFT by itself.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
And but I think there is a lot of things to do we are really NFT enthusiasts on the technological part, and there is so many other way to use them in the gaming field, and if it interests anybody, we'll be happy to discuss what are the opportunity and what we could do even more on with them.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, Samuel. Love it. Okay? Let me go switch to the screen. Yeah, perfect. Love it. Obviously, definitely a game we're gonna follow closely. Specifically, I think we can already announce that we would love, like we working together to have you at our booth at Gamescom end of August.
Yeah.
We'll see if it happens. But on our side, we'll be super happy to have you. So everyone will be able to play the game at our booth as well. But yeah, again, thanks a lot for showing that, and super excited about that. Not just gameplay wise, but exactly what you said. You're an NFT enthusiast in the technical level, and we'd love to showcase that and to highlight that to every members, every builders in the space, because you are really innovative in the space. So yeah, thanks again. As I said, you should have a question as the others. So do you know your question?
Yeah, absolutely. So, which is the next token we are going to give in the tournament? What is the token we're gonna give in the next tournament of Shockwave?
Yeah. Which tokens will gamers be able to win in the next tournament? So it's going to be a little bit quick because we are coming at the end of the show. But you will have it. I guess we already have some answers, but I'm gonna wait at least 15 seconds just to make sure we have enough participants. But yeah, it's definitely super cool to have you guys with us during this demo day. And I think we can say that skill gaming is always the fastest to respond. I think even before I ask the question, I feel like. But yeah, I guess it is New Year's, right? If I followed you on your presentation, Samuel, the answer, correct answer is New Year's.
Noros is our token, but we are going. Should I give the answer or?
Yeah, but you can say the answer if no one found it, so you can say it.
We are going Turbo, which is an IMM coin.
Sure.
I'm sure you have seen it in the space. It's the yellow sad frog.
Yeah.
Which
you
was
said it. Yeah, you said it. I remember you said it with your partnership, which will start when the partnership will start, like next week.
tournament starts this evening.
This
The
evening.
game is free. Don't hesitate to join. There is a lot of token to win and some enjoyment for everybody.
And to join is going to be on every platform, like you mentioned, Elixir, or you need to be in a specific platform?
Yeah, you should start it with Elixir. Elixir is a good platform because it forces the connection with a wallet address.
Yeah.
So be sure to connect your wallet to receive your prize.
Okay, good, awesome. Thanks for the three of you to demo your game and the tool. Really appreciate your time with us today. It was super interesting to follow up on what you're building. And I wish you a very, very good day, very good end of the day, maybe for some of you. So thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
See you
Thank
soon.
you.
Ciao.
See you.
Bye.